After the financial crisis, many companies started to look for new strategy. They develop new strategies. They are in the process of implementing them. And this is really the job of most managers, most executives these days, executing new strategies. This means aligning resources, people, the organization towards new strategic objectives. And this is a whole discipline in itself. You might have chosen the right strategy, but if it's not executed flawlessly, it will not work. So this is really what most managers are doing these days, the struggle they are working with every day. And this is why we are focusing the Getting Things Done program on execution. This is the job of managers. Executing strategic initiatives is really their job. So in a sense, every manager to perform needs to improve his ability to execute. The Getting Things Done program will help participants to develop a framework to organize their actions around the problem of execution, trying to avoid the typical problem of getting stuck in the day-to-day operation and forgetting what the long-term strategic objective is. So having a framework for that and trying to organize your actions into a strategic alignment framework will be a first step. Then they will have a toolkit to deal with power in organization. This is another important element that it's often left to experience and trial and error, very painful trial and error. So through the program, we will also develop a framework and a set of actions and skill set that they could use to weave influence in the firm. We start with the tools. Then we focus on alignment. This is the second main issues. And then we have a third module on power. And in this module, we actually have a guest professor from Stanford University, Jeff Pfeffer, a co-author of mine, a very good friend of mine, who will join us and will also talk his most recent book on power. He is probably the world's authority on the topic of power, and we are very fortunate to have him in the program. And we are going to work on these three topics with a variety of methods. We'll start with the traditional IESE case method, but we'll also have role plays and a computer simulation where participants in teams will be in charge of a change process. And they will have to convince the managers in a virtual company to adopt a new practice. So this will help really go through the process of change in a more realistic manner, and will also be an opportunity for participants to share their view and their approaches to this problem.